Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juce, and I'm here with Paula. And tonight we are going to be painting Roll Stats Tiefling. It is inspired by a character he is playing in our Tyranny of Dragons campaign coming up. So we're pretty excited about that. And then when we finish this up, we are going to be painting the Sarcophagus from Zealot Miniatures that is now being modeled by Paula's hands. So we'll be doing that. But before we get into all this, I just wanted to promote a couple things. Tomorrow evening, we will have No Nat One on. He is a YouTuber who discusses Paizo Pathfinder videos, how-to videos, and he's got a really good channel. Really good beginner stuff. So if you're thinking of getting into Pathfinder, his channel's a good one for that. Because you can kind of get an idea for the rules and mechanics and all that good stuff. And yeah, so we've got that going on tomorrow night. And then Saturday, we have our very first Pathfinder game that we'll be playing. So that'll be a lot of fun. Paul and I will be playing 2nd edition Pathfinder for the very first time. So we'll find out if we love it or not.
And hopefully I don't screw up all the rules. That's basically the goal of the game.
It doesn't matter.
It's like, let's hope
rules are secondary.
Paula doesn't jack it up.
So that's what's going on. But yeah, we have added some things to our store, like we were discussing the other day. We've now got a rainbow D20 COVID mask. We also have Master the Game old logo and new logo COVID masks. So if you need to get a mask for your COVID grocery shopping needs, then there you go. You can order a couple masks. I think,
or you could order just a T-shirt
or a T-shirt,
whatever.
Yeah, but I was excited about the masks because we're gonna need the masks for another 8 months at least. So
Well, you're gonna need T-shirts for the rest of your life, also probably. But who's counting or
True.
I'm just saying, they're nostalgic,
Yeah, you can collect them. Gotta collect them all, right?
Drake says rules, you mean guidelines.
Right.
Yeah, just the guide rails,
Yeah, it'll be all right. We're not worried about that.
What are my limits?
But yeah, so we got that going on. And then over on Patreon, if you are interested in becoming a supporter, we have, right now, we currently have a $1 tier, a $10 tier, and a $20 tier. However, we're going to be adding some stuff. We're going to add a $50 tier this weekend. The $50 tier is going to do a few things. Number one, you will be able to create a city and anything associated with that city on a continent that is dedicated to all my patrons. So any patron, it's going to be a continent of only patrons' cities in my homebrew world of Thakos.
So, quick question though, how is the continent big
Massive
enough that they could have a variety of temperature zones?
Yes, it's gonna span all the way from the North Pole to the South Pole.
Well, basically. I just didn't know if there were limits. So
no.
Basically, you can do what you want.
I will draw a map once I have the 5 or I think I'm gonna make it 6 people. I'm going to limit it to 6 people, so 6 cities. And I've got ideas about this. So if anyone buys in at the $50 tier, they will be able to make a city, NPCs, whatever they want. Whatever type of government they want, whatever they want about the city. It can be as big or small as they want as well. And
guys, I have high expectations for you and these cities. I'm just saying, don't disappoint me. I don't want to, hear about, this little farmland with, some sort of evil overlord.
I kind of hope there's a couple of those peppered in there.
No, get some flavor. Get creative. You have, don't hold back. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Is, don't hold back.
Yeah. So that's the idea. There's going to be 6 cities determined by the patrons. Now, also with that is I'm hoping if the patrons are interested, they can run one-shots dedicated to their cities for the rest of us in that tier. And it would be maybe once a month, once every 2 months, whenever everyone can make it happen, right? It's not a guaranteed we're doing this like this day every month, but like when we can all get together, or most of us can get together. Because I think that would be really cool, and we could almost do it like to flesh out the city some more, or to expand the city in the timeline, or something like that. You know what I mean? So like, I believe people refer to it as like a West Marches kind of game. It's become a new thing in the last few years that people talk about. Like, basically you contribute to the story by playing and advancing the timeline of the city and things like that. So I think that would be really cool. Now, that's not all you get though. You're also going to get a one-time special VIP t-shirt that I still have to design. So,
wait, did we decide? Is this a mystery shirt?
No, it's not going to be a mystery. I'm going to post it into the Patreon, over on Patreon. So once I design it, you'll have to go there to see it, to see what it looks like. Maybe I'll post it on my Discord.
So I'm not even VIP enough to know what it looks like?
Everyone will see it. No, it'll be open. Everyone will see it.
Okay, fine.
Maybe I'll show it off on a stream one night. Like, here's the VIP shirt I've been working on.
You get a 10-second preview.
No, it'll be longer than that. Because what if it sucks? I want people's feedback to tell me if it's any good or not. If it sucks, they're not going to want to buy it. Or if it sucks and they get into it and then they get the shirt and they're like, oh, this is garbage. Like, come on. You can't be giving our patrons garbage.
I mean,
and Drake, you can burn it to the ground, or the patrons can burn it to the ground. Yes, they can burn the city down. But that might add to the story, right? So you'll get the VIP, the one-time offer of the VIP shirt. So like, say you become a patron for like a couple months and then you stop being a patron and then you come back, you don't get a second shirt. It doesn't work like that. It's going to be a one-time thing. You're a one-time VIP.
Can you do that? Is that okay if it's like, oh, one time you get this, but...
Yeah, why not?
Well, I don't know.
I'm going to explicitly state that.
Maybe there's like patron rules or something.
There are patron rules, but I'm following them.
You know?
Yeah. So then the other thing you get, and this is something that we talked about last night, is we are going to be offering, we're going to do points. So basically later on, whatever we offer in Super Chat as a monetary amount, that is going to equate also to the patron tier. So if you're a $50 backer on Patreon, you get 50 points, which translates to $50 for Super Chat. So in other words, if you want to give Paula's character in Descent into Avernus an auto crit, that'll
which
say
you like, just by
maybe
the way,
40 points right there or something.
Just for the record, that's something that you are highly motivated to do.
Yeah. So but the thing is, you're not going with the Patreon part, you're not going to be able to do this during the chat. You're going to have to do this in advance and give it to specific players. Or the group, we'll have a group pot as well. If you want to put it in the group pot, that's fine. And the players get to use those things at their discretion. So that's how we're going to do that. And it's going to be things like allowing a reroll, auto success, auto crit, and story points. Those are the 4 things I'm going to offer. Now, story points can be used in multiple ways. They can be used as a reroll, and they can also be used to change an aspect of the story. Like, oh, there's an NPC. You can now make that NPC a former ally, or you can tie your story to them, or you can add a motivation. Like, why are they robbing the merchants guild? You can add the reasons why. Maybe they're trying to aid a sick family, or maybe they're trying to provide for their homeland that's poor. Whatever you want to add to it. But it would be the player would add to that with the story points. So you can do that. You can give those things to the players in any of the streamed games that I am running. So if somebody else is running a game on my channel, it doesn't necessarily apply to those games. So that's what we're doing to increase some interaction between viewers and our games, as well as we're still going to do the likes for treasure and other nice little perks that I think
I like the interactivity. It's kind of fun.
I think it adds to the fun. I think there's a random element to it as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's great about it. Like even as a DM.
You can be a hero and not even be playing the game. Like, you can be the savior. You don't know.
That's true.
It could all be up to...
You could save Luke's character single-handedly with an auto success.
I mean, but use those sparingly, because he's probably going to die at the next session anyway.
Probably.
No, he's made it 3 sessions now, though. He's doing pretty good.
He's doing fine. But an
doing pretty
auto
good.
success on the death save is huge. Like, think about it. They could use an auto crit on a death save, which automatically pops you up with 1 hit point. You know, which then you can just get dropped right again right away. But like, yeah. So the only thing left I have to figure out is how much each thing is going to be worth, and I'll figure that out this weekend. I wanna sit down and look at some other streams and see what they typically do, and I kind of want to be in line with that. So that's where I'm at with it. But yeah. So, anyways, so how's everyone doing? How you doing tonight, BN Drake?
I'm doing fabulous,
I hope
as
you are.
always. You know, thank you for asking me.
We picked up our
appreciate
groceries today.
I know. I sucked at making a grocery list, too. I didn't put milk on there.
Yeah,
I don't even know. And why were there so many loaves of bread?
I don't know, because you had nowhere to put them.
So many, guys. There were like 3 loaves of bread. I don't even have a
Plus hot dog buns and burger buns. So, like, we have bread covered for the next, like, week.
Which is also interesting because I'm baking sourdough bread for myself personally.
Yeah,
so it's like
there's so much bread. So many
I'm not really sure what I was thinking with all
Carbs?
the extra bread.
I don't know.
Like, it's just like too much. There's so much bread.
Yeah, I probably would have just done 1 loaf of bread.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I know I said I'm going to do some peanut butter and jellies for lunch, but...
Well, so that's why I added 1,
Yeah,
but
no.
what was the other one for? I don't know. I think I just screwed it up.
It's okay. We need bananas, too. I love bananas.
Well, there was still a banana there and it went bad, so I was like, maybe nobody wants bananas, so I got plums. I don't know. Plums are good. Don't you like plums?
No.
Wait, hold on. You don't like plums?
No, I have no interest.
Okay, no, this is like I told some friends. I was like all pumped because I found out that we have a peach tree in our yard, and I was like, "This is so cool. We have a peach tree."
Peaches are fine. Plums,
like everybody loves peaches, and like neither one of them liked peaches, and I'm like, "Who doesn't?"
No,
like
not
peaches?
everybody likes peaches.
What?
No. Peaches are not that exciting of a fruit.
Peaches are great.
No, apples
like,
are better,
what?
pears are better, bananas are better, grapes
What?
are better,
Like
kiwis are better, strawberries are better, raspberries are probably better. Like, come on now. Like, I just listed a crap. That's more fruits than not that are better than peaches.
I don't know.
Peaches are kind of boring.
That.
They're boring.
What?
Yep,
no.
Boring.
No
boring,
way.
boring.
No way.
So, yeah.
No way. You got bad taste.
No. So,
I mean, like, we already knew that, but, like, you know.
Whatevs. No. So, yeah. No, we need bananas, though. I don't remember what I was saying before you got into that.
I don't know either. I wasn't really paying attention.
I don't remember.
Patreon.
No, I was done with that.
$50.
No, I was done with that.
You said we got groceries today. I don't know. What happened in your life today?
Nothing happened in my life today. Nothing at all. I had Burger King. That happened. That was pretty good. I liked that. Hey, I gave you the Diet Coke, and I drank water.
Yeah, I ate healthy food for dinner, so.
And then drank Diet Coke. Rat poison. We need to get Roll Stats in here. Where is he tonight? So Roll Stats, I shared a picture of one of the shirts he bought. He bought
great.
the Awkwardly Nerdy shirt, black version. And so he sent me a picture, and so I put it up on Instagram. I was pretty excited about it. He said that, because I asked him, I've been really worried about this since I have not actually received my copies yet. I have been worried, just because I don't know about print on demand. I wanted to make sure that the logos and everything look crisp, they feel good, and he said they're awesome. Now, take it for what it is. It's Roll Stats. He's a huge fan. I love it. But I don't know. I haven't seen them. So I was excited to hear, though, from him that the shirts are coming out really good. He's received 2, I think, now. So he may have received the 3rd. I don't know.
He looked super pumped about...
Yeah, the picture I posted on Instagram didn't show his face because it's the square photos.
Oh, okay.
So, and I was like, I'll just show the shirt. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's fine. So, anyways.
He was like,
he seemed
grinning
stoked.
ear to ear.
Yeah. And I think I did actually post in the Discord the picture with his face. Like, I showed the whole picture. I did. Yeah, he looks thrilled. Like he looks like he's beaming over the new Awkwardly Nerdy shirt. And from like in the picture, it looks very vibrant. Like the blue of the lettering looks really good. The D20 looks like really crisp. Like I feel like if I saw someone walking down the street with that shirt on, I would notice and be like, "Oh, look, an RPG fan." The shirts are amazing, Roll Stats says. I got a hoodie too. Dude, you gotta show us pictures. I gotta see this stuff. I've gotta see this stuff. I'm dying over here.
Super pumped about it.
I've walked out of the house every day to look on the porch for stuff.
He keeps telling me about it and like talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, it's cool.
I'm excited.
And he's like super thrilled, you guys.
I am.
Like, not that I'm not thrilled, but it's just like, during the day, I'm like, solving mysteries.
Working.
Saving babies.
So, Roll Stats, I was telling the viewers, I think, before you...
Oh, see? Now he's offended. You offended him because you cut off his face.
Only on Instagram, not on Discord.
So, I think maybe he was, like, a little worried that, like, oh, I don't know. Can I show his face? Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think I tagged you either, did I? Did I tag you on Discord or on Instagram? I'm sorry. I can show the full face if you want me to.
Like you.
I'll do that tomorrow. I'll post it. No, because I'll do it in a couple days.
Him.
I'll do it in a couple days.
He's distraught.
The next picture you send
home.
me.
He's at home crying right now. He's so upset.
I'm
like,
going
he was
to.
ashamed.
Here's what's going to happen, Roll Stats. I didn't want to associate your face with Awkwardly Nerdy, because I figured, you don't want to see, your face on her brand. So when you post a picture with my brand on, I will then put your face in that picture because you're the face of Master the Game.
That's what it really is. You full of it.
He's gonna be the face of Master the Game marketing. He's gonna be our model.
Oh, so you didn't tag him in it, but you had.
I don't remember if I did or not. I think I tried, and it might not have worked. I don't remember, but I tagged him on Discord and Twitter.
That's
and
funny.
All that good stuff. Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading something at the same time.
Excuse me, DJ McDeedgerton's over there. You're supposed to be, like, handling chat things.
I am handling chat things.
Are you, though? Are you? Like...
You hashtag roll stats. Yeah, because I tried to tag you and it didn't let me. I think I tried to and it didn't let me. BN Drake said, I will send you a picture of the tank top when I get it. I just need to find someone to model it for me. You model it.
Yeah.
Show us the guns, man.
We can't
Sun's
see
out, guns out, bad boy.
In the tank top.
Both of you guys, sun's out, guns out. Got to get your tank tops. You got two more months of 90-degree weather.
He's literally sitting over here in a tank top.
I am, with donuts on it.
I mean, I have a tank top on, too.
I'm waiting. I did not order a tank top. I should have ordered a tank top with my logo. Next
Missed
time.
opportunity.
I'll do it next time.
Like, it could have been amazing, but now you're just going to have a
I didn't want to get you all excited over there.
Yeah, I mean, clearly.
Paula's got a weak spot for the tank tops, for the sun's out, guns out. So, she's turning red right now, by the way. Just watch her hands. See if they're a little bit more red than normal.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, just keep watching her hands.
Stop it. You can't change.
What are you talking about? I'm not changing anything.
What are you doing?
I would never change anything.
What are you doing?
I didn't do anything. Oh my gosh, look how red your hands turned.
Oh my god.
You are that nervous?
You're such a...
So anyways, Roll Stats, you missed it. We talked about the $50 tier, which I basically mentioned before, like letting people do like a city. We're going to have a Patreon, a patrons continent in my game world. And there's going to be 6 people that get this $50 tier, and you can create a city on this continent. And this continent's huge. It's going to span north to south, like really far. There's going to be water that runs through it, but it's basically going to be one large continent that takes up a huge land mass.
Ooh, you need to draw it, right?
Yeah. So I already said that. I said after I get 6 people in there, I will then, based on what they say, I will draw the continent. I will do it after the fact. Because
okay.
what you say about the city, like, oh, if it's in the mountains or this, then I can draw it. You know what I mean? So a lot of what the patrons decide at that level about their city is going to dictate the surroundings and the map a little bit too.
Right, okay, so that
and
makes
I'll draw
sense.
that on stream too. You should both be wearing your brand new social vernacular shirts. That's the deal. I should. I will wear it. Let's see. I will wear it tomorrow night while I interview No Nat 1. So now you have to tune in to make sure that I'm wearing it for No Nat 1 tomorrow night. I will wear it. The short sleeve one, because it is way too hot for some long sleeves.
But they're actually really nice.
They're really soft.
Yeah.
I dig it. So I will wear it tomorrow for sure. Yeah. Oh, and then we were talking about the points. So if you are a patron at the $20 or $50 tier, you get that many points. So if you're at $20, you get 20 points to give. If you're at 50, you get 50 points to give. Now, you can purchase like microtransactions for a player in a game of your choice, or you can do the group for a game of your choice. So you could say all the players get access to this in, say, Descent into Avernus, and you're going to buy a reroll. Say a reroll's like 5 points or $5, whatever. So you would dedicate 5 points to that, and now any of the players can use that when they want in the game. Now, you can't do it in the chat during the game, because that's going to be too hard for me to manage, as well as running the game and all the other stuff, and, you know. So we're going to do it like that. So if you do it before a game, or, you know, in between games or whatever, we can do that. And we're going to do the same thing for the $50 tier. Now, the things we're going to offer are rerolls. We're going to offer an automatic success, an auto crit, and hero points. Or not hero points, story points. And then story points, if a player uses it, they can tie their character to an NPC. They can create an NPC motivation as to why they're robbing the local tavern or whatever. Like, they can make up whatever they want. So that's how we can get some interactivity from the viewers. So if you want to be a patron at one of those tiers, you can influence our games that I am running. This doesn't apply to when other people are running games, just when I am. So that's kind of where we're at. So I'm working on my NPC. He's a carny in a traveling circus.
Yes!
So he can be anywhere. Yes. I'm really digging him. I may actually play him as a character.
I'm so pumped about that. See? Traveling salesman, traveling circus, like,
I'm cool with that.
Theme, like, what's going on?
I like that idea.
So, I was supposed to do tattoos on this guy.
Yep.
Like, what did we say the tattoos were gonna be?
Roll stats. Tell us about those tats.
Yeah, what was his deal? I don't know, man. I don't remember.
Stats to reflect his stats. I don't know. I don't really know. Boom shakalaka.
Okay. Trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. What should I do?
You could just highlight him and just call him good.
What should I do? I'm gonna do, I gotta do his buttons. He's got all these little teeny tiny buttons. Boop, 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 boop,
Really?
boop, boop, boop.
That sounds awful.
No, it's actually gonna be really easy. Look actually, I did a good job on his eyes.
Did you?
I did.
I can't tell.
There's white in his eyes.
I'll have to take a picture for later and share it with the patrons.
Nothing. Everything's fine.
Did you just
Nothing.
break it?
No, it's fine. Everything's good.
You broke it.
I didn't. Everything's all set. See? The whole thing is...
Arcane runes. Which
the
makes
whole
it easy for you.
Just makes some spooky looking runes.
It didn't break, it just now... It's not more loose or anything, is it?
No, everything's fine.
Okay. You seem scared about it.
No, I think these are supposed to come off. These come off. You know that, right?
If you break it, you buy it. And?
See?
If you pop it back on, it's not like super loose?
No.
Alright, fine. I'll let it be. Just make some spooky looking runes. He looks great. is what Roll Stat says.
Okay, cool. So
yeah. Anyways, I don't know. Oh, so people were talking about that.
Look up examples.
People were asking about the Citadel handle today in my Discord, and asking how people like it.
Oh, okay.
So I said I like it. I haven't painted with it, but just handling it and everything, I think it would help me a crap ton with mini painting.
I'm more excited that the arms come off. Now I'm pretty pumped about it.
I thought you said you only like holding it by the arms, though.
No, I'm gonna be pumped about it.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just saying.
It's gonna be great. It's great.
Oh God, you just killed Saul. Yeah, she dropped him from like 30 feet.
He's fine. He's recovering well. Oh, last time I used a pen for these. Didn't you give me a pen?
What?
You got me a pen last time I did some runes.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You gave me a pen.
Okay, so what'd you do with it?
Like
oh, no.
marker.
Yeah, that was the... Oh, shoot. I have no idea where those are right now. I moved everything around. Are you going to do black?
That's what he said he wanted, right?
Are you going to be able to see it on that?
I don't know. It's going to be real dark.
He's, like, already really dark. Black would be hard to see. I can look here in a second. Roll Stats, are you sure you want black runes? That seems a little crazy.
You know what? I think Roll Stats knows what he's doing. I think we just have to believe.
Okay.
Tattoos. Thaco or die.
Oh my gosh, not Thaco again. We did that last night.
Yes.
We did that last night. I can't
That's
do
because
that
they
again.
know what's up.
Whatever. No.
They know how to handle it.
So I think
they know how to hang.
I think my ideal. So it was. We had someone in the Discord recently talking about. Actually, I think it was in the chat. I think it was Melchior or somebody. Somebody was in the chat or in the Discord saying that they don't think people like in between systems. Like they like either really crunchy or really light. And I was like, bullshit. Like my ideal system is somewhere between Pathfinder 2e and D&D 5e. I already know that my ideal system is in between there. It's not one or the other. It's definitely in between those two. Guaranteed, 100%. And I think there's a lot of other people like that out there.
I don't know. I mean,
what do you like,
I'm
Paula?
not really sure. You know, I think it depends.
What's your favorite system you've ever played, just rules-wise? Not like fantasy or whatever, but like was it percentile? Was it Gareth's 70 system? Was it...
I think I actually like less rules, but then the DM has to allow for some sort of like creativity.
Gotcha.
Right? Like additional creativity. Like, oh, I don't have
Here's what he sent me for his tattoos.
Oh, okay. I'll look at it in a second.
Well, I'll just send it
like,
to you.
oh,
Do you have your phone over there?
Yeah.
All right.
Like, sorry, I'm focusing. I'm concentrating, okay?
On what? What could you possibly be concentrating
on? Buttons!
On buttons.
Okay? They're important. These are important areas. Look how great those buttons look.
He said, what color do you think? Like, what would show up? What color
would show up?
I may get a Thaco or die tattoo in real life at Be and Drink. I want to see pictures of that.
Okay, man, I don't know what would show up. What do you think? Like, I mean, anything in a bright color would show up.
Glowing green.
You know, but I don't know. It might. I feel like black is fine because I also think it might look a little weird if you have like green glowing tattoos. Like, isn't that kind of weird?
It's fantasy, so no.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
They shoot fireballs out of their hands.
Because I can only make them so small.
That's what she
right? Like...
I don't know where those markers are. I have no clue. They're gone forever.
They're not gone forever.
They're gone forever and ever and ever.
So dramatic.
Ever and ever and ever.
Look at that. They're literally
I will never find them again. It looks like Mountain Dew.
It kind of does, doesn't
Leave it out here. I might try to drink it.
Yeah, I won't. I did bring more water this time, so hopefully we should be okay.
So we can stream a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, so last time I had the coffee mug, right?
Dude, that is a great shirt, by the way. Thaco or die.
Do it. Do it.
I'm making a note of that. That would be a cool shirt.
Do it. Do it.
Like, I've been seeing things or hearing things lately, and I'm like, oh, that might make a really cool shirt. And then I've looked, I'm like, there is not a shirt for that I can find. Perfect.
This is going to be hard, Rosettes. Hold on. I got to figure out what I'm going to do first. And then I'll tell you if it's too hard.
Should I do Thaco or D20 instead of actually spelling out die? Or should it actually say die?
No, it should say die.
All right. He says black will be okay.
Okay. So I think, yeah. I think it's fine if it says or die. But going back to crunchy or non-crunchy systems. So I think it all depends on like what mood you're in too, and like how much flexibility the person running the game will allow, because like having a non-crunchy system is great for creativity, but like if you're, yeah,
but I don't know
really
non-creative DMs who play light
systems, then it's like, so
he said or deep purple or blue.
Okay, but do you want these like all over his chest?
I think it just means his chest. There's nothing else exposed on this guy. She's trying. She's so nervous about this. I
am really nervous about it because I don't want to mess it up. You know? Should I adjust? Stop! No. You should leave it there.
Oh, sorry. She doesn't want me adjusting the camera. She doesn't want you to see her shaking. All nervously.
No, I'm just like, I don't want it to suck. Right?
I mean, I don't know.
This won't even work on here because it's not flat. Okay. All right. Next step.
So you just gotta figure it out with a brush.
I know.
That's probably easier anyway. He said, chest, don't overthink it. You're gonna do great. I forgot, he's your cheerleader.
I already got done overthinking it, and I've just now gone into like overthinking level 2. Okay? It's never gonna not. I'm an overthinking rock star.
That is 100% true. She overthinks a lot of stuff. Like we've had a lot of talks about like COVID stuff, and she overthinks some of that stuff too. It's like, but Paula, we don't go anywhere and we don't interact with anyone. So why does it matter? Like, legit, how many people are you going to come into contact this week? 0 people. He said, just like the runes you put in the book. Should be easy. No problem. You've done it before. Don't overthink it. You're going to do great. Excuse me.
Why are you so tired?
I don't know. I was up later than you.
I did a little thing on his hand.
Yeah?
Yeah, I kind of went off.
Off script?
I went off script. Roll stats. Sorry.
You're breaking the rules.
It's his hand. It's okay.
You're breaking them. So anyways, I think we're going to do... I like the... Like picking magic items out of the DM's guide and then telling the audience what I'm thinking and letting likes determine them. Now, I got my normal prep, right, that I'll do for games like Tyranny of Dragons, Descent. No big deal. And there'll be magic items in that. But then, like, just coming across cool stuff, I'll be like, ooh, I kind of want to give this to the players. But if I give it to them, it might be a little much because they're already getting these other things. But to incentivize it with like likes or whatever is a good way to do that. Oh. What if you can spend points on magic items too? That might be too much. Yeah, you people would be too nice to the players. I don't think I can do that one. That one I'm just gonna keep in the basement for now. We'll see if we pull it out of the basement or something occasionally. So anyways, I love it. I'm super excited. I need to talk to an artist too eventually about. I have a shirt that I want a special goblin for. I think it would be really cool. Like my own personal goblin mascot.
Oh, you want a mascot? It's gonna be a goblin?
Well, it probably won't be just.
You should come up with something different.
Well, I told you before. I want
you
my
gotta
own.
think like okay.
No, stop.
No.
I want my own iconic monsters.
Okay.
I don't want just a goblin.
But like, what's your favorite? What's your favorite monster? Like favorite monster? To
Seriously,
just, like,
it'd probably be a kobold
pull out
or
of
a
your
goblin
hat.
or something.
Really? That's the best.
They're the most fun for me so
that's
far.
the most
In
interesting
5e,
thing
they're the most fun. What's your favorite then? How about that?
I mean, like, I don't know, man, but something cooler than that.
Like what?
Like, I don't know.
A monster you never get to use? That doesn't help. Or you get to use it once, like, every 4 campaigns? What do you got? Tell me. Give me a monster. What is a monster, the monster?
The monster?
And chat, I want to know what you guys think. What is your favorite monster? From D&D, Path, like any game. Any game. Cthulhu, like what is it? Let us know.
Any game. Favorite monster. I don't know. Mine would probably be something boring. I guess. It could be something like typical. Like, oh, I like beholders. Or like, whatever. I don't know. But I just feel like, goblin.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, I was reading Roll Stats.
What are you
comment.
over
I'll get to it
there?
in a second. You focus on what you're saying about monsters. Goblins are cool. Like,
I mean,
goblin art can look really cool. I actually really like the 5e goblins, but I also like the Pathfinder goblins. I think they're completely unique, completely different. But they're both cool in their own ways. Like the 5e goblins look kind of badass. Like I kind
of like the little what did we coin them? The Teddy Ruxberries in
no.
Tomb of Annihilation.
The ones that eat
those are great. The one that
your armor and weapons and crap.
Eat everything.
They're basically
metal,
rust monsters.
But they look like teddy bears, y'all. They're so cute.
No,
they are. They're so adorable. They're adorable.
Roll Stats' favorite is a beholder. I feel like that's boring.
Yeah. See, but
I feel like
you
a
know
beholder is
what?
far more boring.
No, it's cooler than a goblin.
I don't think it is.
Like, no, just think about it.
I think it's his power gamer coming out of it.
Everybody in the whole world, knows what a goblin is. At least,
everybody knows what a beholder is.
That's not true.
If you've played D&D, you know what a beholder is.
No, but, I'm just saying in general, everybody.
So?
Everybody.
Even better.
I don't know. It's just, goblin is so, wah, wah.
It's not wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
You
yeah,
use
it
goblins
it's the
far
same
more
as,
than you use
an orc.
beholders.
I ran into the cave and ran into
Orcs?
an
Okay.
orc.
I'll give that to you. Orcs are boring.
There's zero,
Orcs are
dynamic, interesting...
You know why orcs are
about
boring?
role-playing games that revolve around orcs and goblins.
That's not true.
They're just generic, right?
Lily's favorite story right now about D&D is befriending a goblin. So yeah, I don't agree with you. But no, I agree that orcs are boring because all orcs
Pull
are.
the juice points. Yes.
No.
I do need a legendary item.
We'll
I don't
out.
know what the Hand of Vecna is,
Are you for
but
real?
I feel like I need it. What is it?
Oh my goodness.
What is
first
it?
of all, you're going to find out because you're playing Descent into Avernus. So you'll find out in due time. Don't ruin it for her, guys. I can't believe you don't know what the Hand of Vecna is.
No,
Miss, I know more about D&D.
Whatever. I'm about to Google this shit. So
how do you not that goes back many editions. That is legendary stuff right there. It's a legendary item. It's a wondrous item. It's a one of a... Actually, it's probably a two of a kind.
Oh, yeah. With the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, orcs are boring because all they are is
mummified
goblins with higher strength score. That's about it. So I give it to you there. Orcs are boring. Kobolds are cool. Pack tactics. Now, kobolds sucked when they were dogs, but now that they're based on dragons, they're cool. Like, that's my personal opinion there.
Yeah, this is great. Give me this.
I also love bullywugs. Bullywugs are one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The frog people. Yeah. They're awesome. Not the little...
Zoo frog
Not
people.
the little poisonous frogs, but like bullywugs, you know.
Oh, yo guys,
bigger
what do you
frogs.
think this... So this is inside... So this sarcophagus... I'm just going to wait for that guy to dry real quick. So it looks like this. Right? You open it up and there's this little mummy guy who goes in here. I think these are little like coins around the mummy. Like there's these little
Probably.
circular objects. I think they're coins.
Or they're bugs. Or they're scarab beetles.
Do you want to look at this and tell me what you think
You're
it is?
You're perfect vision. I'm not even perfect vision with glasses on.
Alright, fine. Yo, whatever.
You make them coins. It makes sense.
I think I'm gonna make... Yeah, I mean,
Mummies
then
were
it'll
buried
make
with
it a
coins
little
and
bit
stuff,
more
weren't they?
dynamic. Well, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. Like, I thought maybe the inside of the sarcophagus could be, like, glowing blue or something.
Sure.
Or, like, red, or, you know,
Oh, like you line it with some felt or something, make it red?
No, like, it's, like, glowing, because there's a mummy, and maybe it's gonna come to life, and you don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
But maybe it should be, or
Why?
gold.
I could use something like that without a
Or
mummy in it, though. What if there's no mummy?
bronze.
And someone wants to stick their sword in it in the mucky water.
Yeah, I mean that's what you. So okay, you guys, if you run into a sarcophagus, if this is sitting in the middle of the room
With nothing in it.
and it's full of some sort of liquid, and this is it in the room, right? What are you gonna do? Everybody is gonna
maybe nothing?
figure out a way to stick their hand in the water or stick an object in the water.
I mean, I would.
Or whatever. Like, how many people are just gonna walk through and just be like, I don't know, it could be some amazing treasure. Like,
I don't know. If I was a cleric, I might say purify water so it becomes clear.
In modules, like, if there's a sarcophagus sitting in the room, typically either nothing's gonna happen,
Bullcrap.
or something really awesome is gonna happen.
I have yet to see something cool happen in any module that's got a sarcophagus or a tomb or whatever.
So, like, it could happen. Like, you don't know. See? B.N. Drake said, my players, one of them would probably drink the water. Yeah, and you know what?
Nope.
Later on in a different adventure, when it was like you're in a room and there's a fountain, what you gonna do? You know what? Paula's gonna drink
Didn't
the
you
water.
drink it and pass out? Oh no, you transferred into like one of the statues, didn't
Yeah,
you?
I drank
you
the
were
water.
legit one of the statues.
Because
then.
it's like,
Your conscious
you
became
know,
a statue.
what else are you gonna do? Like, you're gonna drink the water. Like, there's like one exit door and like some weird fountain that's been working forever in this abandoned, like,
There was no fountain, it was just a pool of water.
Yeah, but it was completely clear or something like that. Like, that's just screaming, like, drink me.
Well, yeah.
Drink me. It's
So-
like some Alice in Wonderland shit.
So, B.N. Drake says, one of my players ended up with a wand of Orcus. That is awesome. I've never played any epic campaigns that ended up with cool shit like that, so I'm jealous. Roll Stats said, the hell you say? Kobolds are dog people in my game. Yeah, that's because you play old school D&D. I play new school. Evolved, better D&D.
Oh my gosh.
Roll Stats. Okay, do you know what the most dangerous, evil, bloodthirsty monster is in all of D&D? I don't know, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
People?
Probably.
I don't know.
Adventurers. Chance. Wow. 2 streams today. Oh, dude, this isn't the first. I do this a couple times a week. I do this every Thursday, actually. Do 2 streams. But yeah, and sometimes I do 2 streams on Sundays as well.
Oh, I wonder if I could use this. I can't use this. Okay.
But and sometimes I do 2 streams on Tuesday. So 2 streams isn't abnormal. 2 weeks ago I did like
Plus,
7 or 8 streams in the course of 3 days.
So we're trying to be a little bit more consistent about painting. So at least then we're like painting
On the same days.
back to back. And like typically for me for work, it's like, oh, on a Friday, I don't have a lot of meetings because I have a lot of meetings.
Yes.
Like my job is lots and lots of meetings. So, you know, it makes it easy. It's like, oh, I could stay up a little bit later on a Friday. I could push through it the night before.
So Chance, what did you think of the stream earlier? Did you enjoy it? I know you're a Pathfinder guy. Obviously it was a D&D compendium thing. I think his website is really cool. Like there's some really cool stuff over there if you're into 5e.
Did you say it was like the first time he's done like a stream before?
It was his first time. He's a teacher, and so he had to jump off right away. But I plan on following up with him and just letting him know some stuff and you know, staying in contact a little bit. But yeah, he was teaching like 4 lectures or something today after that.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it sounds like he's a college teacher probably. Fountain, one of my players, soaked his feet in it and contaminated it. Yeah. Yes, the player characters. They are consistently the most dangerous, evil, bloodthirsty monsters in all of D&D.
I mean, it's true though.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's just like, what are the most destructive creatures on the planet? Clearly people.
There you go.
Like, we're dicks.
Chance said, total fire. I'm actually going to send him an email tonight. Oh, there you go. Do it. Yeah, I love his site. I meant to ask him, and I never got around to it because we ran out of time. But I was going to ask him if he plans on doing something similar for other systems. Obviously, his website is called D&D Compendium, but there's nothing stopping him from starting like a, you know, RPG compendium and then having it like you can go through it by systems or whatever. But I don't know how much work he puts into it. There's a lot of stuff there, though. Roll stats. Hey, @BNDrake, I watched your latest video last night and today. I'm really digging Stars Without Number, and I love your channel. Nice.
Ooh, what was the video about?
It's games. I think he runs Stars Without Number.
Oh.
So he said he was going to do a video. So earlier, and I think you interrupted me when I was going to talk about it. So he had said he was going to work on a video, and he wanted people's input on it, and he was going to post it. But he said like he had worked on it for like 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And then like, and you know I'm like this too, but he was like, nope, nothing. Like basically it sounds like he scrapped his video. Now how many times, Paula, have I came out here to record videos and been out here for like 5 or 6 hours and then came in and been like, that video sucks, like I'm not even going to post it, like it's just garbage, I don't like how it came out.
Yeah, I mean like it happens. It, you know, like it does happen.
I feel
I'm
like
just saying.
It happens far more often than it doesn't.
Like, you go through, like, streaks where it's, like, for a while, you're just like, yeah, like, these videos are all going so great. And then, like, once you have one rough night, then it's, like, the rest of the week, you're just like, screw all of it. It all sucks. You know, like, it's like, it takes you a second to, like, get your groove back. And then you're like, okay, fine, I can do this.
Yeah, so as
like,
a creator,
okay.
I think that this is normal for most creative people. Like, you get on a roll and you love like the ideas you're coming up with, and they're just spiraling into new ideas and great ideas, and it just builds and builds and builds, right? And you're always like, oh man, this is gold, and this is like, it feels like everything you touch comes out for the most part how you want it, right? You might not be perfectly satisfied, but you're like, all right, I like that. I'm happy to stamp my name on that. And then you put out like you sit down one day to do a video you thought of like at the beginning of it, right? Where you were like real excited. And then you start doing it and you're like, I'm not feeling inspired now. Like I was 2 weeks ago on this video. And you're like, all right, maybe I'll go to a different one. You're like, nope, not inspired on that one either. Or you're inspired, but then you realize once you're doing it, you're like, I really don't have as much to say about it as I thought I did. Or you have too much to say to the point where it's just a pile of word vomit. It's like, it's just crap. And you're like, I can't make this work how I want to. I don't have a cohesive thought for it. And so then you're like, screw it, this video sucks.
It's like when you're like, I can't do sentences, you know? Like you're trying to explain something to somebody and then you're just like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't speak anymore. Like words are hard.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just like, for me, I am very moody in general, you know this. But like I go from feeling really high and excited about something and really low the next day on something. Like I'm just up and down on it. And it's like my mood affects how creative I am. On top of that, like my rest, like all that stuff really impacts it.
Yeah, we have like kind of like wild schedules, and I don't think COVID makes it any better.
I actually think it's helped me a lot.
You know,
for me, I feel like being home and stuff has helped from the creative standpoint.
I think that's possibly because now, like during the week, sometimes it's like, oh, I get up with the kids and stuff like that. Whereas, like, if you were going to be home with the kids, like, I'm going to get up and go to work because I don't have time to get, like, the kids ready or whatever. But,
Yeah, but the kids are staying home all day. They don't really have to get ready.
No, I know. Yeah. But, it just makes it different because if it wasn't for COVID, like, they'd be getting up and going to daycare or whatever, right?
Right. Well, and then I'd be at work, too. I would have still been at car sales.
Yeah, so...
Which would have impacted everything as well.
I don't know. Whatever.
But no, I feel like I've found a good groove, like especially with doing the streams. I'm loving that. I wish there was something I could do about the kids for the afternoon. Because, like, it's hard to plan that 1 o'clock stream not knowing if Caleb's going to walk in and stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, I think
and that's been a little tough. He's done better lately.
It's also because since I'm in so many meetings, 1 o'clock is a really typical time because most people are done with lunch. So it's a perfect time to be like, oh, right after lunch, let's meet about this. And then you get time to work on stuff. Mm-hmm. Like you get the rest of your afternoon, or whatever. So I frequently have meetings at the same time you're doing the streams, which is sort of like,
Right.
Sometimes.
So Roll Stats is asking Drake if he's ever played Starfinder. Thank you. I have not played Starfinder. I have watched it played, though. And Roll Stats said, you just have to step away at that point. Just do anything else. And then... Yeah. I agree, Roll Stats, on the creative thing. However, even when I do that, I found what I need to do is I need to rest. Like, I need a day where I don't do anything with YouTube or any of that, and it helps me reset, I feel like. Sometimes it's more than a day, but it helps me reset, and then I come back to it, and I'm usually good. But I've been awesome, I feel like, since probably the beginning of May. So I'm going on 2 months where I don't feel like I've hit a rut when it comes to what I want to do, when it comes to the channel. You know what I mean? But I also haven't sat here and tried to script any videos really either. I've done that only a couple times. Like, I still want to... Like, the stuff I've done, I've worked on a little bit in the background. But I mostly just chase the things I'm excited about right now. And that's been far more rewarding, far more fun. And, and the live streams have been a lot of fun.
This is super hard to paint. Like, there's nowhere to hold on to. It's fine.
So, Barking Cricket says, Juice, I logged onto your stream with Ryan. Then life got chaotic, and I missed the whole stream. Now you're going to have to get him back on and do it all over again. I'm sorry, man. Well, lucky for you, it is still up on my channel. So if you want to watch it after this, you're more than welcome to stay up watching it. No, I'm sure I'll talk to him again sometime. I don't know if it'll be the same format or whatever, but he's pretty cool. He seems nice. And I like his resources over on his website.
You want to look at this guy and tell me what you think?
I can try. Put him on the handle and hand him over. So I don't drop him.
Yeah, you don't want to injure him.
I don't want to kill Saul for a second time tonight.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what he looks like right now.
Oh, his eyes are all buggy. They're big bug eyes. No, I'm just kidding. They're fine. So, you haven't done a wash on him yet, have you?
I have.
His horns look very flat.
Okay.
So I would probably do something with that.
Okay. I don't know.
He's definitely got something on his chest.
It's really dark.
I know. I mean, they're not as... His boots almost match his pants a little bit.
Okay, hand him back over. You're done.
You wanted me to critique.
No, just hand him over.
You don't want me to critique, or you do?
No, I just, give him back.
Okay, it's good. I was trying to offer
just,
constructive criticism.
Just, give it back for a second.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not done. Shh. Shh.
Don't make me spit my water on my laptop.
Shh. Yeah, then you'll start really running out of water fast.
It was honestly so crazy listening to Ryan. I actually started my YouTube channels for the exact reason he built his compendium. I think a lot of people go into this to be helpful. And he definitely has a passion to help people. That's why he's a teacher. It was very clear. Obviously he's not doing this for money. He doesn't have AdSense. He said he has a Patreon. I gave him a chance to plug it. He didn't. But, he's just doing it for the love of helping the community, which is cool. You love having people like that. So hopefully we see him around in our Discord some more and, all that good stuff. He's a good guy. I like him. We need more good guys. So, anyways. But yeah, I feel like I wish there were more good resources like his site for all the systems.
So what does his site do? You didn't tell me anything.
It's just D&D resources. So he's got 6 tabs along the top, DMs stuff, player stuff, virtual tabletops, and so for example, when you go to virtual tabletops, it has a short summary and a review that somebody out there has done for every single virtual tabletop that he knows of. So Roll20, Fantasy Grounds, so he's got all sorts of stuff in there.
So it's just a general hey.
I mean, it's not general. It's very specific.
Here, no, you can, but you can figure stuff out.
He's got a world building thing that lists a bunch of world building
That's
stuff.
Cool.
It lists a bunch of generators on one thing, which one of them was really cool today. It's D&D speak or dungeon speak or something. You can go to this site and it'll have 100 names for your magic swords, or 100 book titles, or whatever. And it's just stuff that people compiled. And I was and it made me realize, I was man, remember a while back when I was going to start making random tables to put online for my patrons? I feel like I should get back to doing that. Just think of 10 things and throw it out there for the evening. Hey, this is what I came up with today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is that what you want to talk about tonight? Do you have a topic to talk about tonight? Or
we don't ever have topics.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just
viewers.
Come up with a couple things to say, so I don't feel like I'm, whatever. Never mind.
No,
Never mind.
You're good. We just talk.
I don't know.
I mean, we don't have to be afraid of silence though either. We just talk. It's all good. I mean, okay. So I have a couple patrons in here tonight. Would you guys like to see me share random tables? I don't know, maybe a D10 table every once in a while to the Patreon.
What do you
only
thinking?
For the patrons.
Of
not as a separate reward tier or anything. Just be here, I made this table. This is for my patrons.
But what's an example of something that you would put
10
into...
foods you would find in a tavern. It'd be 10 items for a menu at a tavern. Or 10 games that might be played in a tavern to gamble with or something. You just make up some names. I don't know, just random stuff to inspire DMs and players out there. Maybe it's 10 trinkets. Yes to the random tables. All right, Drake, I will try to get one done next week. It'll be something.
Ooh, I like the trinkets.
Yeah, you can do trinkets.
Can you
but
add
you specialize them. You say 10 trinkets for a warlock, 10 trinkets for a druid. You know what I mean? So it's specific. Or 10, so it's not a lot of stuff. But it's focused. You know what I mean? That, not only... So I've talked to some designers, and So a lot of writers and designers in the RPG industry, they're not writing their ideas. They're being paid to write somebody else's ideas. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and when I've talked to them, they said, yeah, it's not as exciting sometimes. However, when you have a rule set of what you have to write within, it sometimes brings out a lot more creative ideas that you would never have come up with on your own, right? So yeah. So anyway, so I've thought about that a lot. Like, yeah, I feel like a lot of my problems sometimes when I try to write, even like my homebrew world, is I don't restrict myself enough. Like my homebrew world, I'm like, yeah, pretty much anything you could think of in a fantasy setting should be in this world. That's how I've always viewed my world, right? It's too open sometimes, and which makes it not interesting, right? There's like when people ask, so what's your elevator pitch on your world? I don't have one. Like I have not come up with a good elevator pitch for my world, you know?
That's a problem then.
100%.
Right?
Yeah, if I ever wanted to actually get it printed and try and sell it to people, it would never sell because there's nothing intriguing about the pitch. You know what I mean? So
I mean, like, you're convincing me to ask questions about your homebrew world, though.
Yeah, but you've played in my world. What do you think my world is? If I ask
mean, like, I don't know. It's just like a regular, like...
It's generic fantasy.
Yeah.
Exactly. Drake
I'm
says...
sorry, man.
It's okay. Drake says, I gotta run, game time. Take care and enjoy your evenings. We'll watch the rest of the stream later. Awesome, Drake. Let me know what you think. And I want to hear about your game in the Discord later. Roll stats. Random topic.
Ooh, okay, ready.
Malta cart ruts. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. How were the tracks were formed or for what purpose? Go. I don't even know what you're talking about, dude.
Malta
cart ruts. How were the tracks formed or for what purpose? Go. Yeah, dude, you lost me already. I don't even know what you're saying, man.
Ooh, so there are these famous cart tracks that are in Malta.
Oh, the island of Malta near Italy.
Yeah.
The only reason I even know of that place is because of Mario. I was just smelling it.
So it's a famous location of this mysterious and ancient paired grooves in the rocks known as cart tracks. The most popular area of Malta. Okay, blah, blah, blah. What are they? They're deep ruts, tracks, grooves, channels, left in limestone, creating confusion. They're located all over the island. Were they created using some form of vehicle? And how did they move along some of these pairs of ruts that are nearly a meter deep? Here's some pictures.
Yeah, they're totally man-made.
Yeah, but the question is, like, so if they're a meter deep, like, the wheels wouldn't spin correctly. Like, they wouldn't...
I'm not saying it's aliens. But it's aliens.
But, like, it's possible it's aliens.
No, it's not.
I didn't say that. You said that.
It was a joke. You know, some people think the world had, like, industrialized and stuff. And again, this is some conspiracy theory stuff, but it was industrialized. And then Great Cataclysm happened and reset the world. People already think that happened.
I mean, if that's what they already think happened, then what do they think is about to happen?
We're going to reset again?
And
maybe it's already reset multiple times. Who knows?
Who knows, indeed.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not that smart to figure it out.
Okay, so, I mean, perhaps they were cart tracks, but it seems like it was more likely that they were almost like, maybe they were some form of, like, you know,
was Malta far enough north to have, like, glaciers that pushed stuff deep into the ground or something?
Like, they're like prehistoric railroads or something like that.
No.
Like, maybe there was some sort of, like, I don't know, method for transporting goods.
Barking Cricket said, well, I can't participate in the live chat on the non-streaming version. No, but you can comment in the comments. And still read the chat. But yeah, I get you. I know what you're saying. Rollstat says, so anyway, I've been building D100 tables to help DMs add a more narrative, descriptive style to their game.
Ooh,
Random jungle terrain features, forest terrain features, room descriptions, etc. What are you doing with all that stuff, Rollstats?
Yeah, dude. Also, if you want to share jungle stuff, all ears.
Yeah, we can also throw it up in the Patreon.
Just saying.
For all the people. I mean, we can throw it in the Discord.
I gotta start figuring out this Tomb of Annihilation game that we were playing, that we haven't been playing, and I don't remember what's going on. So
there's not. Yeah, we just did the Heart of Ubtao. I was talking about that today on stream.
Yeah. Then you guys actually got the boat. You were heading down to
somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh. So it was actually a good spot to be like, oh shoot.
Yeah, we need to do that on a upcoming Sunday. Did we decide a date on that yet?
I don't know if we did. I don't think that we did.
I'll look at the chat. Think sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and the like. The things that DMs forget to add. I'm really digging putting them together. Yeah, you should turn it into something. Make it a PDF product or something. Throw it up on drive-through as a pay what you want or a couple dollars, and I'm sure people will jump all over it. You can get access to open source art. There's some really good artists out there like J.E. Shields who they do put some of their art out there for free for use for things like that. So not all of it. You can commission him to do other stuff, but yeah. Or that artist I'm sure she'll do some stuff for you too, at least for a cover. But you should do that. Don't just hoard it. Put it out into the world.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of interested, though. I like those, random...
And if you won't, send it to me and I'll put it out into the world for you.
I like random tables.
I'm here, Discord.
I really enjoy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes you're just I don't know what's going to happen next. What is going to happen next?
Yeah.
I
prefer
and
random
you're just
tables, too.
If I come up with an idea, then it's going to be the same old...
But I prep it.
Flavor thing. Yeah, so do I.
Oh, okay. When people are like, oh, random encounters, we decided at the table. I'm like, why are you deciding?
No.
Sure, you can roll it at the table to see if something happens. But you should plan what the monster is and what,
Yeah.
What the encounter is going to be like.
I definitely think that you should pre-roll it because then you can also create, especially the ones where it's you're, walking through the forest and this random thing happens.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you run into some scouts. Well, you don't just want to be I'm going to roll it and then
What if they talk to them? You need to know their story a little bit. What if they want to...
Yeah, just have a couple decisions made about them and what's happening and what's going on.
And what the environment looks like.
Before, and you give them a couple lines about this is what's happening. So then you have a couple, I don't know. That's how I work anyway.
You didn't used to. You used to ask me because you were like, when I do the random encounters. And I was like, just do it outside a game. Just prep the random encounters. And then you
I don't have a lot of confidence sometimes,
I don't have a lot of confidence either. I think I'm a terrible DM. That's awesome, dude. I've been putting together some of that stuff myself, playing with JS at the moment. Who's JS?
Yeah, we don't know who that is.
I almost wanted to say G's, Jesus. But I don't know. Who's JS?
Maybe Roll Stats knows. But we're not cool enough to know.
Yeah, you think so? You don't think we're cool enough? I don't know. They're hanging out with us. We must be cool enough.
If I'm cool enough.
Oh, whatever. They watch the stream for your mini painting. We've talked about this. They don't.
They clearly don't.
Yeah, they would never click on this if they did not want to see your mini painting. Now, just because...
No, they just load it and then they're like, open new window. And then they go about doing whatever. They just listen.
No, that's not true.
It's the truth.
How do you figure?
Because it just makes sense.
No. whatever. You're just fishing for compliments now.
I'm not.
You're fishing.
I'm not.
You're fishing, and your bait's real small.
I'm not. I just think you overestimate.
No, I post the pictures of your mini stuff in Instagram and all this stuff, and it gets like 30 likes. Like, gets a ton of likes. Like, people talk about it in the Discord, the thing you won't get on, like, all the time.
There's just so much stuff going on.
You don't have to follow all the stuff. You just turn off notifications, show up when you want to, read the last, like, 5 things, just like if you're on Facebook, and that's it. And just check it once a day or once every 2 days. No big deal. Woo, now we're moving quick. All right.
Oh, so you're getting behind DJ McDeagertons?
No, I'm good still.
Okay.
I'm good. I've been working on a game for games for taverns and festivals. I had a festival a while back and took me a while to find some games I liked. Now I've got a bunch. Chance said, I've been working on my world the last couple days. I think the best way to do it is to create a series of one-shots that can string together to form a whole new world. 100%. That's how I started my world mostly.
So tell us about your world a little bit then.
Yeah, tell us about it. What's your elevator pitch?
Yeah, do you do like high fantasy or, are you like totally different?
Rollstat says, Paula, we clearly come here for your biting wit and dazzling charm.
I mean, clearly.
Rollstats, that sounded really sarcastic. I'm just saying. like I didn't try to read that sarcastic, but I felt like it was sarcastic.
You could feel the energy.
It didn't feel like that's how you would naturally talk. Not that you don't use those words, but most people don't use those words regularly in a genuine way. And then Chance says, at least that's my strategy. So Chance, your strategy works. I did the same thing. I also cherry-picked from some modules and ran a campaign and restarted it like 3 times with 3 different groups. And it really helped flesh out some stuff about my world with that. And that was how I started my world 6 years ago. Almost 6 years ago. It'll be 6 years ago in August.
You guys are going to make me want to do something.
You did something. You started the Isles of Thakos.
Yeah, those were
great. And then you
great.
dropped the ball. You're like, no, I'm done. That campaign's done. I don't care. And I'm like, well, I'm stealing it then. And it's now my world.
Yeah, it was a random, crazy area,
It was perfect. I told you I wanted you to write it. If you wrote it out for me, that'd be perfect. But yeah, I like that strategy, Chance. So I ran multiple one-shots that you can find on my channel. I think I call it like a one-shot of Juce, or I don't know. But anyways, it's a playlist with a bunch of my one-shots. And I just peppered different things in different areas. I had, during the first Brigade Con, I ran a game in the north, in the snowy areas, that had like these bugs that radiated heat, and they had like burrows in the glaciers up there. And that was pretty cool. And then I had like the queen in this big one, and the players kind of encountered her. That was a fun one. The players also wrecked a ship into the docks as they pulled into port to get to the north. It was awesome.
So I have an important question.
What's your question?
That I just came up with.
Sure.
So are there any games that are like dystopian realities?
Yes.
Like what?
Like
tell me about
Numenera is like a futuristic like game.
Because
where like
you have
no concept of technology today, so like the game master's supposed to describe things by what they look like. So you'll see like, oh, this big machine that's got buttons, and when you plug it in, it lights up and like makes a noise. And you don't know what
it could be a light bright, or it could be a computer.
And you push a button, and a can pops out of it.
Oh yeah.
Machine. Or it might be some kind of a vending machine, or it could be like a crane game for whatever.
Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. I wonder if I wouldn't like an RPG that was sort of set in a like dystopian reality, because I
do roll stats.
I love movies like that and books like that. I mean, that's like my perfect movie is always going to be
yeah,
some
that's
sort
always
of...
not mine. I'm always like, why do you watch this depressing shit?
No, it's great.
It's so depressing.
It's so great.
Like The Handmaid's Tale is so depressing.
So great.
I hate that show.
Fire.
I hate it, and yet when I watch it, I want to watch more.
He gets so mad, you guys.
I do. I don't like
so
garbage
mad.
human beings.
So he's like...
Just like the Epstein documentary you made me watch.
You're a defensive person.
100%. I hate people like that.
So he just gets so mad.
Yeah, I do.
Like,
I don't like
stuff like that
garbage human beings. Like, I would totally... Like, if I was... I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at that. So Rollstat says, I have a PDF intro for my world that I give to my players. Want to read it? And the answer is yes. Of course I do.
Like, why would you even ask the question?
Just
like,
send it to
just say, hey, BT
I'm sending something to you.
I'm going to send this to you because
Yeah.
you probably want to read it.
Chance says the adventures are brought back from... Oh, adventurers are brought back from death with amnesia by a secret society.
Ooh.
Led by a gold-clad humanoid calling himself Hero. As the heroes plunge into the world, they discover an intricate web of hidden motives. Oh, so you're running a campaign of one-shots. So you're running an episodic campaign. Is that what you're saying?
That sounds
That's
great.
different than one-shots, but that's cool. An episodic campaign's cool.
That sounds really
Unless
great.
you just do that with all your people in the one-shot. Because
Like,
that works too.
That does sound really interesting.
So maybe you are doing a series of one-shots with different people. And they all have the same thing happen. But either way, I think that sounds interesting. Roll stats. DM me your email, Addie, and I'll send it. All right. I'm just going to put it out there right now. I'm not even going to DM it. It's THOML Patterson, PATTERSON, @gmail.com.
So now you can all go out there and
you can PayPal me $1,000 for my time and consultation. I'm just kidding.
Anytime you would like.
I mean, yeah, if you want to.
Now accepting.
Oh, that'd be funny. So, okay, Paula.
Oh gosh.
Question. This is so out of left field.
Oh gosh.
If we win the lottery, is there anything gaming? There anything gaming related you would do with that money? Anything?
Oh, I think I would do I would design the game room.
Oh, what if we just had 2 different game rooms then?
Well, I don't know if you want to do that because mine's going to be so cool that you're going to be like...
I don't want you to design my game room if I'm rich, necessarily. I might.
Shit.
I might, but it would depend. I don't know.
Like, I'm just saying...
It'd be more if I want you to show me on that fancy iPad you have.
Who's more skilled at,
It's not about skill. It's about making sure the game room has everything I want. Exactly how I want it.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, like, skill level in interior decor is, a little higher on this end of the table.
I don't know.
Than it is on
I mean,
the
yes,
other
I'll give
end
you
of the
that.
table.
However, yeah, I don't know. I have ideas for game rooms.
I mean, I know you have ideas
that also coincide with doing videos and streams and all sorts of cool stuff.
But that would be a different room.
Oh, no. It has to be the same room.
No.
Yeah, where do you film the streams for the games?
Wherever. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess we could just open a studio as well. Like an actual game studio.
You could do those in, like, the game room, but I'm just saying, like, your regular videos and, like, your office, not happening in, like, the official game room. 0 chance.
So now if we win the lottery, you're going to take over my game room?
I'm just saying I'm going to design, like, an appropriate game room. And you know what the thing is that when I'm done with it, you're going to love it. You're going to love it so hardcore. Like, you're going to not want to admit it, but you're going to be like, yeah, okay,
It depends, because you like to
cool.
tuck things away, though.
You're going to love it. You don't understand.
I don't know.
You don't understand what's about to go down.
All right, so...
Like, you don't know what it's
So what
gonna
would you do
look
for
like.
you? What would you buy for you if you had won the lottery? Gaming-wise.
Gaming-wise?
Yeah, or anything related to our hobby of gaming.
Or related to the hobby.
Yep.
I'd probably look at don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. Like, maybe some more, or maybe some, like, more, like, modular tile pieces for dungeons. And,
You would
like,
still do
bigger
modular even though you could pay for, like, here, I'm buying this thing.
Well, I would do bigger sets,
Gotcha.
but, like, I'm just saying, like, more things like that, maybe? I don't know. Probably a really cool table.
Okay.
And it's going to be a table that has one of those things, like, where it, like, opens up and
so
then
she can hide things
there's
under.
an inset so that you can leave your game set up.
Yeah.
And then you can, like, close it and, you know, come back.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
Later and...
I feel like I'm the opposite.
No, because
I
don't... Sometimes it's like, I don't want to, like, put it all away or whatever, but you might want to use the table to... For
a different game. Or
play a different game. Yeah, because...
Board games or whatever.
You know?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, I think it makes sense. And we have kids, too, so that also makes even more sense now.
I understand the point of those tables. However, my issue with those tables...
You just don't agree with me?
No, my preference, I don't care what other people like, but my preference with those tables is I don't like that it's inset, because if I'm using a DM screen, now not only do I have to go over my DM screen, but I have to go further down to see what's happening. So now I'm forced to stand more than normal. Does that make sense? So, like, if anything, I like the raised center.
See, you're restricting your vision to what you've already seen. Why, as the DM, can't the raise center be on, like, hydraulics and, like, move up and down? You know? So, like, it moves up. Like, the DM has a little button, and he's like, boop. And it goes up.
I'm fine with that.
Right?
Yeah,
you know,
I'm fine
so
with that.
then, like, but you, like, don't limit yourself to what other people have done in a table. Like, you can't limit your creative vision.
Okay.
You know?
All right. For once, if that can happen with a table, I'm all for it. Like, and as it rises, it shows plugs for, like, USB ports or a 3-prong or whatever in each player station and DM station.
Oh, and that would be great. And then everybody would have, like, a little tablet that would pop up.
Oh, maybe we have our own tablets that are already there. So if people came over, we could be like, here, I've loaded Fantasy Grounds for you already, or whatever. Like, so then people can pull up their characters and da-da-da-da, whatever.
Right.
So, okay, I'll give you that one.
So, see? I'm getting there,
all
right?
I'll give you that one. If we won the lottery, that would be cool.
I'm doing way better than you so far with my game room table.
Well, I would buy and start my own gaming company, too. So, you know.
I'm just saying.
And I would pay, like, the best writers in the business. My gaming
table is already way cooler than yours. So, that's all I'm saying.
Whatever.
So, clearly, again...
I'll let you design the gaming table,
My room's going to be awesome.
I'll let you design the gaming table, then. Done deal.
Guys, I proved my worth by telling him about my ideas, and now I will be allowed to design a single solitary piece of furniture in a game room.
So Chance says, basically, although all of the individual episodes could be ran as one-shots. Yeah, that's cool. Roll stats, I won't judge you. He says, don't judge it too harshly. I won't judge. I'm just going to read it and see if I would do something similar and steal ideas from it, because that's what I do.
And it's also probably amazing.
Yeah, what are they called? It's called, like, I've talked to people about it. They what do they call it when, as a DM, you write whatever to give to your players? It's like a, I don't know, like a gazetteer kind of thing or something. I don't remember what people call it. It's got a formal name in our hobby.
It's got, like, a real name versus, like, you know, just, like...
a thing you give to your players.
Shit we call it.
I don't call it anything. I don't remember what it's called. But it's got a legit real name. And it's just like like you said, an intro to your world or whatever. Or an intro to the campaign. I've read about it many times. Just become the founder of the first virtual reality table. I don't want to be a virtual reality thing. Hi, Paula. We've not been introduced. I've been following Luke's DM lair for a while and found Juce's stuff through their live games. Don't hold that against me. Juice, good manners. Say Say to introduce new people. So yes, Barking Cricket is from DM Lair's channel.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'll try and
So he
read
probably has seen our Descent games as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming. I hope so. So we are going
they didn't suck.
Right. So we are going to be allowing our patrons to interact with the games a little more too. We're going to have a $50 tier, and our $20 tier, we're going to add points to it. And with points, you can buy like rerolls and auto crits, auto success, story points for either the players or the group pot in each game.
So, like, just saying that, you know, if you happen to watch that game and, you know, you want to support, like, my amazing character, like, it's, you know, welcome.
Yeah, we'll have a menu up by the end of the weekend, too. So I got to make a menu. I got to write out the tiers to actually make it official. And it's going to start August 1st. So none of the games this month will be impacted by that. But starting August 1st, the viewers can do that. So, yeah. It's going to be cool. I'm excited. Oh, the $50 tier also gets a one-time shirt. I'm going to have a special VIP shirt. So, yeah, I got to design that as well over the weekend.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff to do.
Like, what should I do? So, I was thinking about this. Should I do it like it's just the logo and then it has, like, the VIP, like, a stamp over it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like how, like when people do the stamp thing on stuff.
Oh,
it just says VIP. Like, should I do something like that, or should it just?
No, you should do like I don't know. I liked the like MTG VIP.
Like literally just 6 letters on the front of the shirt.
No. You got to do like I don't know, some sort of D20 logo thing.
I have
whatever.
2 of them. I have the old one that's just the D20. I have the new one that's got the circle around it.
Well, like, I don't know. Give me, you know, do like one of each. And, like, I'll tell you which one's better.
I have no idea. The stamp one is the only idea I got for it so far. I got nothing.
I'll help you.
Or I could just say...
I'll draw you a picture later.
I could make it like an apprentice. Like, master the game... logo, and then underneath it says apprentice. Or in training. There you go. There's the $50. You're a master the game in training. And then if like you ever start doing content on my channel, like we've had my friend Tom Grant has ran some games on my channel and all I've done is produced them. Like he would be somebody who would have like a graduate of the master the game in training program. There you go. It'd be great.
Oh my gosh. So are you saying that everybody who runs games on your channel gets a graduate?
Yeah, dude. Why not?
You should make them a certificate.
A certificate if you run a game for me?
Yeah. Like you're master the game. Like
when you get it, check out Appendix C, House Rules. I think you'll dig them. Sorry, Appendix D, not C. Appendix C is character creation notes. I'm sure I'll figure it out, buddy.
I'm sure if he got to Appendix C and was like character creation notes,
he gives me so much credit. Like I'll
look around.
Like I'm gonna read word for word. I don't necessarily do that when it comes to digital stuff. I skim.
But if you say show Paula,
I'll forward it to you. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
I'll read it.
She'll read it instead of working tomorrow.
Like, for real. No, because I'm going to try and get stuff done so I can take a half day tomorrow. And be out of there. But right. I just have one big meeting in the morning. It's only a half hour. No, I have 2. I have 2 meetings.
Gotcha. That
are important. So, I have a total of 4 meetings.
Is the Tiefling done, by the way?
You know, I don't know.
Did you paint the base yet?
I was giving him a little bit, but like I feel like I'm not sure what to do.
Other than the horns. See what I mean? They look flat.
I know. I fixed it.
Oh, okay. Did you put highlights and stuff?
I fixed his boots. Yes. And then I fixed the staff a little bit.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Then I don't know. Yeah.
It was assumed you would show Paula. So roll stats. Here's the thing I'll tell you.
Don't assume anything.
I try to show her a lot of shit, and she looks at maybe 2% of anything.
No,
I send
so
her.
it's
doesn't
like,
matter what it is.
I need to know that,
I sent her like that cool box the other day.
I'll be excited.
I sent her that cool like mobile painting station the other day that the guy made that I shared in Discord.
But you sent it to me during work, and so then it's like,
that's the only time you look at things I send you.
So I click on it, and then I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have time to do this right now. So then I'm like, I'll come back to it later, and like, I'm never gonna come back to it later.
Yeah, she didn't click.
No, I mean, click it isn't like, oh, he sent me something. I should look at this. Maybe somebody's dying. Nobody's dying.
Yeah, she'll look at the message in Messenger, but she doesn't go any further than that ever.
Oh,
it's because I'm not one of her girlfriends in the squad.
Oh my god.
she's rolling her eyes now.
You're so dramatic.
Yeah, whatevs. So he's done though?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be done. I'm gonna add the little brass things to this thing or whatever. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll work on this altar a little bit more.
Gotcha.
Sarcophagus.
It is 10 o'clock. I am just pointing that out for you.
Okay.
I don't know. You just sometimes lose track of time, so I'm just trying to be helpful.
Yeah. True story.
He's awesome. Who's awesome? Oh, the Tiefling.
Clearly me.
Well, he said he's awesome, so I thought he was talking about me, since I said I would send it to you. But
he's not talking about you.
Nope. It's all good, though.
Clearly.
But yeah, so I would like to get back to working on some terrain in like the next week or so. I'm still nursing my little injury thing that I think will be better. But
what type of terrain are you thinking? Like
modular, but not small. So like, not like super tiny, but like minimum like, I don't know, 5 by 5 inches, smallest.
Oh,
like making things that I'm going to use though, like
so here's
a guard's tower or a portcullis for the tower, like stuff like that.
30 by 30 room.
Well, I would make the full room, yeah, as one room rather than this room is made up of 9 pieces.
Yeah, I
mean, I'm going to do some stuff like that, and like, so I want to do. I've been wanting to do it forever. I want to do the entrance gate to like a castle, and it's going to have It's going to have either a drawbridge or 2 portcullises. You know how like you can get trapped in between the two kind of thing? So I want to do that with a top that's removable. Okay.
Okay.
So that way you could have stuff happen on top too. And then I want 2 towers off to the side of that. So it's probably going to be like this wide. It's going to have 2 towers and then some kind of, 3-inch
like the wooden castle we have from the kids.
Yeah, but not with that. I'm using cardboard or foam.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know that, but I'm just saying.
And more to scale, obviously. Yeah, it's going to be a much smaller scale. But yes, that's a great example. But it'll just be like that front portion. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to make some modular, like, stairs for that I can put on that or put it with something else. You know what I mean? So it's multi-use. And I also want to make just some random other stuff as well that you might see. Whether it's in a dungeon, like, what's his name? Tabletop Witchcraft does foam core, XPS foam.
Okay.
He made a saw blade trap this last week, or that he showed the video for, and it was amazing.
It was great. So you're gonna do one?
I want to do one.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I want saw blade trap. I want to make all the types of traps you can think of, like the most common ones. You know what I mean? Because they're awesome.
I mean, traps are great.
So Chance said, "Hey Juice, if you ever need a writing buddy for your world, let me know. I'd be more than happy to proofread." Oh, awesome, dude.
Ooh, Chance is like a writer.
I will take you up on that because I am a terrible writer. It's very flat a lot of the time. And I don't usually edit my own work. I usually just write it off the top of my head, and that's it. Like,
then he hits the button.
Yeah.
And I'm like, did you mean to hit the button already? Because, like, I wouldn't have hit the button.
So many errors. And it doesn't flow right. And, yeah. I'm a lazy
he's
writer.
He's like, no, it's all set. And I'm like,
just like I'm a lazy video editor.
Okay. Like,
I need work. I need to... I need to stop rushing things so much.
Mm-hmm. You're always in a hurry to get stuff done.
That's because I don't feel like I have a lot of time to get stuff done.
You have lots of time.
No, I have like an hour to 2 hours here and there occasionally. I don't.
Yeah, that's.
I don't have. Time. Yeah, but like if I was sitting like there for 5 to 6 hours every day, like Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to whatever 4 p.m. You know, like a job.
Yeah, but like I'm sitting at my desk for 8 hours a day, but I actually they started so
you're in too many meetings.
We moved to like this Teams, like Microsoft Teams. We migrated to Microsoft Teams.
Okay.
And it gives
Docs?
you.
Or what were you using?
We were using just like just Outlook and like we just didn't have Teams set up. So we had sort of like our own chat system and stuff like that, but you know, anyway. But yes, part of it was getting away from Google Docs though too for some stuff at work. Anyway, so now it conveniently sends me an analytics report on Monday and tells me what % of the time I spent in meetings and what % of the time I spent not working or not in meetings. And then of the time I didn't spend in meetings, what % of the time I spent on emails and additional calls.
That's awesome.
And it's really rough. It's really rough. And it tells you like how many of your meetings were scheduled just the day prior. What % of your meetings that you scheduled included an agenda, which is extremely high. What % of other people's meetings included an agenda? Extremely low. Like,
isn't that an Alabama song? I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush and rush until life's no fun.
What is
all
that?
All I really wanna do something, or no, all I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why.
So, I'm not sure.
Paula hates country.
I'm not sure what you were trying to do there.
I was singing the song he just referenced by Alabama.
But, should I make these skulls have glowing eyes?
No.
No?
No.
You don't want them to like
no,
have,
I think
like,
it's overkill.
Red,
no, I think that's a piece that's going to be used for a lot of stuff. I think leaving it as is good.
Fine.
But I do think it would be cool if the skulls didn't just look like white with a wash. Like maybe they had more of a bone look.
Yeah, no, they're not going to.
Okay, I don't know.
But like, cool, thanks.
Well, I don't know. I can't tell from here.
Guys,
I'm laying down sideways, right, on a couch.
They were
I'm looking at Paula between a microphone
so first of all,
and a laptop, and she's also 8 feet away from me.
You know what? But look at the TV is angled at you, and you have a clear view of what's on the TV and like
I don't have a
what's
clear
going
view.
on.
It's upside down for me on the TV because I'm laying down.
Okay, we'll get it together.
I'm trying to read on here, and I have to keep moving because it's so far away. I do.
This is the world's tiniest violin.
No, stop it. You are done. You are done.
Oh man. Okay.
I'm just saying I couldn't even see the tiefling.
Okay, I don't even know.
My picture that I'm looking at is like this
big. Do you want me to hand him to you?
No. I saw him.
Oh, okay, fine.
No, I trust you. I don't need to see it.
Good, yeah, I didn't want
I'm
you
going
to
to take pictures afterwards. You already showed me.
I didn't need you to see it.
You haven't done anything different since I looked at it 10 minutes ago.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. You went right back to the sarcophagus.
No, I fixed the boots. I fixed the horn. I fixed the staff.
That's true.
I fixed
My bad.
belt.
But I trust you.
You know.
I trust you, though.
Whatever, man. I'm just over here, like, painting this
You're
stuff.
like, the other day, you're asking me, does it look like I'm stripping this wood right? I'm like, I've never freaking stripped wood in my life. How the hell am I supposed to know? Like, and then I'm like, Paula, I don't know. I know nothing about this. I walk away. 20 minutes later, come look and see if I'm doing this right. I just told you I have no idea what you're doing and if it's right or not.
Whatever.
It's true.
Whatever.
It's so true.
I'm just saying.
You're the one that grew up working with wood and stripping wood and staining wood because your dad did, like, I almost called it home ec again, but it was building traits or whatever.
wood shop?
Building trades. No, he said he used to like build houses with the school. That's building trades. That's not wood.
He taught what was called building trades at the time. It was electrical design and our equivalent of like wood shop.
I thought he said they built houses as a class. He took classes to build houses. I thought he said that before.
I mean, he did it but he had a master. He has a master's.
Right.
In teaching.
Right, like 50 years ago.
Electrical
like
design.
almost 50 years ago.
No, I'm not saying, I mean, like, dude's 70 years old. Like,
my grandfather has an electronics degree from the same time period.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Like, that technology isn't even used anymore. I mean, I know woodworking's a lot different, but, you know, I'm just saying, most degrees don't age well.
No, I'm just telling you what...
No, I know.
I'm trying to inform you about what I know, but, you know...
But what he did in school is different than what you did growing up.
Yeah, but he didn't build houses in school. He built houses during the summer for his job. When he was younger.
I thought he took kids out and built schools, because that's what they did. I'm clearly an ageist. I am not ageist.
But...
I'm actually not. In fact, I get on my mom all the time about, like, telling her she's got so much potential and stuff like that. She just doesn't listen to me. My mom's got a degree, and she drives, like a cab for disabled people, which is fine. That's a fine job. But it doesn't pay very well, and she's always, like, strapped for money and stressed out about money, so, you know, it's one of those things. But she's got an accounting degree that's within the last 10 years.
Yeah, but she hasn't worked in that field since she got the degree, which is a problem.
Yeah, she worked in the field right before that for about 10 years doing that. And then she got the degree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stripping wood has a certain satisfaction that goes with it as the real wood beneath is revealed. You should give it a try, Juice. Very therapeutic. I grew up in a wood shop from 10 years old. I love making progress on projects. I am somebody who is not patient, though. And so it doesn't take much for me to get frustrated when I'm working on a project, when I don't know what I'm doing, to want to give up. Like, if I know what I'm doing, it's not a big problem, because it's like, oh, okay, I messed up. All right, but that's not like a huge setback, or it's not like, you know what I mean? But, like, if I don't know what I'm doing, and then I start messing up, or, you know, whatever, it feels like it's taking too long, I do kind of give up.
That's accurate.
I know it is. I'm very self-aware, thank you. Very self-aware. I'm very critical of myself.
I'm just saying.
Like, I know
sometimes
all my shortcomings.
A little, you know, more patience would go a long way, that's all.
I agree.
Especially if you're making things. You can't really be like...
I agree. Well, that was my problem with mini painting, too.
That's why, so my dad always wanted me versus Joel to be, like, the one who, like, really took up, like, building and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Because Joel's not patient, and my dad knows he's extremely impatient. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, like, if I'm really into something, I can be extremely patient. Right. And just continue to do it over and over again.
But that's why I get nervous when your dad's like, oh, do you want me to work on that project for your house? And I'm like, I've looked at the last 30 things you built, and every single one of them is crooked. like, rather than using your measurements and doing it again, you tried to use the one as a template, and now it's not even. You're good enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, people like you.
I'm not sure who that was meant for, but...
That's from SNL.
Oh, okay.
It was one of the characters back in, like, the 80s.
What about metalwork?
It was the guy who was the politician in Minnesota or whatever.
Studly macho feeling when you cut metal with fire. Okay, like...
It sounds awesome, but it sounds like I hurt myself.
How do you get into that, and, like, where do you do that?
You do it at college.
Like, I don't just have, like...
If you can weld, you can make 6 figures, like, first year out of the... as long as you're willing to travel.
You know?
Or underwater. Underwater welding goes a long way.
Would you be like a scuba diver? Like, I've seen you swim like twice.
What?
I said, I've seen you swim like twice. When are you gonna become an underwater welder?
I don't know how it works.
Scuba diver?
I'm just saying,
like,
right out of college, you can become a welder and make 6 figures first year. Like Washtenaw Community College, like they were doing job placements like with a high accuracy of getting people making minimum $70,000, and then sometimes more. Like 6 figures if you were willing to travel out of the country, and if you were willing to learn underwater, which I don't know how the hell to do that. I feel like it's probably a more advanced version of the first part, but yeah.
I mean, well, clearly.
Right, but I mean, you can make $70,000 while you finish the rest of the schooling, you know. And now you're making 6 figures going underwater and welding, probably oil pipelines and junk.
Probably.
Which is probably why it pays so well. Yeah, I don't know. I do not think I would want to do the underwater welding because I'd be afraid of sharks and stuff. I'd be terrified a shark was going to come out of nowhere. The older I get, stuff that never used to terrify me is starting to. Like the deep dark ocean. Like scares
well,
the
it didn't help that like our kids super got into, you know, like let's learn about colossal squids.
Actually, that did help.
You know, man, like, I don't know if I want to watch this documentary about, like, the 10 scariest,
do you remember watching that movie about the people that got stranded in the ocean? Do you remember that?
What movie?
They're on a boat. The one guy said he reached out to people from high school that he hadn't talked to in a long time. This is a true story, too. And, like, really, though, he worked for a rich guy and was supposed to, like, go and watch his houseboat or whatever. So he ended up taking it out, but he reached out to people from high school like, hey, I'm this successful person now. Just figured I'm in town. Do you want to go hang out? Took him out on this boat out in the ocean.
I have not seen this movie.
Yes, you did. It was like, we watched this in the apartment on Michigan Ave. Because I had just heard of it. There's like 2 or 3 movies about this because there's 2 different, like there's multiple instances, but they made multiple movies about different whatever. I think it's called like Stranded at Sea or something. Anyways, like, so they're on this boat and they all start diving in. The problem is they forgot to let the rope ladder down. You remember now? Like, and they started tying like their bathing suits and they're trying to get it into the boat to hook onto something because they couldn't like jump out of the water high enough to grab anything. And they had the baby in the boat. Like, the one couple brought their baby and it stayed on the boat.
No, I don't remember this at all.
I don't know how you blocked that out. But yeah.
I mean,
I remember I was definitely more, like, messed up by the movie than you. But, like, yeah, I remember that clearly. Ever since that movie, that was the start of my, like, oh, crap. There's some shitty stuff that could happen out of the ocean. And that would be a terrible way to go. Plus, who knows? Maybe there's sharks.
I mean, like, plus also sharks.
I welded for John Deere for a couple years. Yeah, underwater welding is one of the highest paying jobs out there. So, like, is it because it requires so much skill? Is that why it's so high paying? Or is it because, like, nobody wants to do the job? Does it have a high mortality rate? Like, why is it so high paying? I'm curious.
Because everybody dies. No, right. I'm just joking.
Like, I mean, that's why you pay civilian contractors, like, well over $100K to go do carpentry work in, like, Afghanistan. You know? And that was happening. Like, Halliburton was hiring people to do that. And you weren't even supposed to be able to carry a gun, which I was like, no, if I'm in Afghanistan, I'm having a gun. Like, no way I'm not. Like, they'd put them in, like, flak jackets and helmets and stuff, but then they couldn't have, like, guns.
I don't know what a flak jacket is.
It's, like, you wear it. It's like a bulletproof vest.
Oh, okay.
Usually it's more loose. I don't know. Some of them need aluminum chainmails for the sharks. That's my hobby now. Weaving mail. See, you
that's
can.
cool. Can we see pictures?
You can crochet and knit and still be a badass. You just have to use metal. Skill and gonads. Because rocks fall, welders die. Man, roll stats cracking me up. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to learn to weld a while back when I used to have a 69 Mustang. 68. I don't even remember what year it was now. It was a rust bucket. I got it for $800. The floor needed a whole new floor pan. I don't know if the motor was any good or the train, like any of it. But yeah, it was pretty much rusted to crap. And so I was like, oh, I need to learn how to weld so I can fix this.
Oh, clearly that worked.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't work out too well. Finally, it was at my mom's house. Finally, I told her, I was like, yeah, you can just have a, junkyard pick it up. That was the first big thing I parted with. Where I went from having such high hopes for it and then, like, just literally letting it go. That was the first thing I ever did that with.
Yeah?
Yes.
You were like, I just can't do this?
It was the first thing I admitted I will never get around to doing. Even though I wanted to. Like, big thing. Where should I put the pics, Paula? On Discord? You can post them there. I'll try to show her.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about it. I also have high hopes.
She always has high hopes.
I have high hopes for everybody that's in the chat all the time.
You have no idea what we're talking about right now. I can tell.
Me?
Yes.
No, he's talking about his welding.
Oh, okay. He was talking about crocheting chainmail, I think.
Yeah, because I was actually going to say we used to have a vendor at work that sold like kits where you would make your own like chainmail like bags or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Cameron and Melchior aren't here again.
So like I know. Yeah, like how are we supposed to know what kind of wood the staff is made of without Melchior?
That's my point. Maybe we need to change the color to something more green or white.
Yeah, like what if it's not authentic?
Or yellow. Was
I'm
it
never
yellow
gonna
he was
know.
saying? I don't remember. He was saying something.
I'm never gonna know.
It's not authentic.
We should probably wrap this up soon though. Like I know I still have water over
I'm
here.
following your lead. You tell me when.
But we probably should wrap this up.
All you gotta do is say, all right, I'm done painting. And then that's it. Like, that's when I cut it off, pretty much. That's when I do my call out.
Yeah?
Yep. Uh-oh.
Whoa! I don't know.
Is it the squad? The squad?
You're just jealous.
Is it the squad? Well, yeah, because if they send you something, you'll open it. Is it the squad?
Yeah, usually it's interesting, though.
How do you know if my stuff's interesting or not if you never open it?
I can tell by the preview.
No, you can't.
Plus, I actually do usually open it, and then I'm just like, 10 seconds later. Nope.
Don't.
I do.
Usually do not open it. You know what sounds really good? Some
What?
Doritos.
Well, lucky for you, I got you some today.
I know. I can't
because I'm
wait.
so nice. I'm such an awesome person.
I never said you weren't.
That I was like, I know that he's going to want these.
Yup.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you said you to order them.
Yeah, I did. I wanted the ranch ones. You got them. I really want a banana, too.
Well, you didn't tell me to get bananas.
Well, I didn't want bananas then.
Well, you snooze, you lose, man.
Barking Cricket. I was working on an assembly line at Deere when, during a meeting, they announced that they were opening a new shift and needed welders. They asked, is anyone here certified? A couple of hands go up.
Oh, so were you certified before they asked? Or, like, they were just like, oh, not enough people volunteered. So
I think he's finishing... Mike G. Hey, guys. Sorry I missed most of the stream. I had a few minutes, so I popped on to check how your sarcophagus painting is coming along. Yeah, what do you think? Show it up
We're
close.
trying. This is what it looks like so far. It doesn't look very dynamic yet. It's pretty flat. Finish this guy. So this guy looks pretty okay. You know? So this is where we are.
We're making progress. I'm doing all the heavy lifting, of course.
I mean, clearly. It's like, why, you know? Why even have me on here?
Does anyone have welding experience? A couple more hands. Has anyone here seen a welder? LOL. So we're looking for the least experienced person? Is that what was going on?
No, there just weren't enough people raising their hands.
You said a couple hands go up, though.
Yeah, I know, but they wanted.
Oh, they needed
probably
a lot
wanted
of
like 20 people, and it's like 2 people raised their hands, and
Gotcha.
then they finally
That
were
makes more
like,
sense.
"Oh, okay." So, like, who wants to volunteer?
Mm-hmm. That makes more sense now. Now I get it.
Now he gets it. He says.
Does anyone else know what a welder is? When they finally gave up and asked if anyone wanted a pay raise to go to welding, I volunteered. That's how I got into welding. That's kind of awesome.
I mean,
And here's Cameron. Cameron, hello, I'm late. Just ask, where's Cameron and where's Melchior? I love that lower basing. The colors pop nicely. Is that like bones and stuff? I missed the close-up.
what?
It's skulls, yeah.
It's
I'm
skulls.
surprised she didn't start painting the other one while she had the same exact color on her brush. That was the whole reason we pulled that one out.
What? This one?
Yeah, that one with the skulls.
Yeah, this is just a generic gray though.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just generic, so it'll be fine. You know what? Screw you. Watch
They needed
this.
like 12 or so, he said. I believe it. I think welding's pretty cool. I don't think that's for me. I mean, soldering was enough with, circuit boards, which I had no experience in, and I rose up pretty quick there.
Oh yeah, that was questionable when I started there.
Yeah, Paula was the same way. She had no experience and came there and was like, I don't know how I'm going to figure this shit out.
Yeah, like, so
She just kept moving up away from the
did-
stuff she didn't know about.
They did, they gave me an interview, and, like, he takes me out there, and he just, like, sets up the...
Cameron likes the angle, by the way. Camera angle.
Oh, okay. He sets me down in front of a soldering iron and gives me a board and a couple like resistors or something. I don't even know what they were. And he's just like, just to fix these to these different spots. I'll check back in 10 minutes. And I'm like, oh, okay. And, like, I had clearly told him I've never soldered before. So, like, he didn't tell me what to do or anything like that. So, I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm looking at the soldering iron. And Sarah was next to me. Remember Sarah?
Yeah.
And she looks at me.
Wait, which Sarah? Sarah Akers or?
Yeah. She looks at me, and she says... Do you know how to use that? And I was like, I looked at her and I was like, nope, I've never done this before. And she's like, okay, I'll give you like a 2-minute tutorial. And she's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this or not. And I'm like, it's okay. Like, it's probably not going to work out anyway. And then she showed me and
And it's easy, so
and
you're like, okay.
So then I successfully attached them, and he came back like 10 minutes later, and I was done.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like looking at it, and then Eric came over, because Eric was the one who interviewed me, and he took it, and he was like, oh, this looks pretty good. And I was like, success. Great, because like I didn't know.
It's not hard. You literally
And
put the
so-
iron there for a second, and you push the solder on, and you pull the iron away while pulling the solder wire away,
And Eric,
so that you don't burn
and
the board.
Eric says, I thought you didn't know how to solder. And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't. Like, I just, she just showed me a couple things real quick because I wasn't sure what to do. And he was like, oh, okay, cool. And that was, like, the extent of that.
The one girl who helps you, I'm not sure I'm supposed to do this. She showed me. So fire her and hire me. Like,
no, I just like, I don't know. When people put me on the spot for things, if I'm nervous and you ask me a question, like I just blurt out the answer. Like if I get pulled over by the cops and they're like,
what are you doing? I'm high and drunk.
And they're like, where are you trying to go so fast? And I'm like, dude, nowhere. Like, I'm going home. Like, I'm not going anywhere. It's so bad. It's such a problem. I'm getting a little bit better at it because I have to talk so much at meetings at work now that I'm like, oh, maybe I don't want to tell them that that's how it happened.
Right.
You know, but...
So there's no feet on either of these pieces. So Mike G says, are you planning to use the bone coloring on the feet or anything for a little creep factor?
Yeah,
there's no feet on either of these. They're like literally stone slabs sitting on the floor.
Yeah, and I'll try and do something to make them look, creepier. But apparently I can't. I'm gonna do glowing eyes on this. At least these guys.
You can do it on that one. That's fine. It's just,
At least
the other one's gonna take you forever if you try to do glowing eyes on all 1,000 skulls.
No, it's not. It's gonna be great.
The smell of the coal. Worked apprenticed under a Mennonite blacksmith for like 6 months. I miss the smell of the coal more than anything. That's dangerous though. Coal's not good for you, man. Roll stats. I'm drunk AF. And I'm headed home, officer. Oh, I thought you were saying you were drunk right now. I'm like reading that. I'm like, oh, Roll Stats has been drinking. Okay.
Like he's like,
that's why he went quiet. He was just chugging.
I don't know if I should read this off.
Just drinking, Ossifer. You want some? Hands the beer can out the window. All right. Well, I gotta hurry up and get home.
See you later. Okay.
Being a blacksmith would be kind of cool. I've watched, like, there's that blacksmith who does all the video game swords. I've watched his stuff, and they're pretty cool.
Oh, it would be sweet.
I get excited when I watch the blacksmith dudes build the Final Fantasy VII Buster Sword. Like, if I would freak out if I had that. That would end up on my wall. It would be awesome. It would be massive. It's like a 7-foot tall sword. And the blade's like this.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's so cool.
I mean, like, I know things. Right?
You didn't know what the Hand of Vecna was.
You know what? I did once I saw the picture of it, though. I was like, oh, yeah.
I mean, I knew you knew what it was, but you're like, I don't know what that is. And I'm like, how do you not know what this is?
You're like,
of course
yeah,
you've seen it. You probably had it in games before and didn't even know. Cole has a very distinct nostalgic feel about it. So when I was a kid and we would go to the gas station, I loved the smell of gas. I got excited when we went to a gas station because I loved that smell.
Really?
Yeah, and I knew other people who did too.
Is that like the pregnant thing where they're like, don't eat dish soap?
No, you don't eat it. You're sitting in the car. Okay, so have you ever met someone who likes the smell of a cigarette the initial second it's lit, but not the rest of it?
No. All
right. I've met people who think that initial smell smells good, but the smell like right after that is when,
No, a smell of a pipe smells good.
I don't like that either. If it's cherry tobacco, maybe.
No, just like a regular pipe.
No, it doesn't. That's gross.
It does.
Gross.
You're gross.
That's awesome. I made Terrifying Fork, a Vicious Hook, and a looped screw that year. What did you make, Cricket?
A loop screw.
Oh. Mike G, I looked on Discord and saw your recent throne mini. Wow, that turned out well. I like the deep red for the carpet and the cushion coloring.
Oh, thank you. I actually like how the shading turned out on the carpet.
Yeah, turned out good.
Yeah, I feel like it did. Lighter. It looks like a little. It looks a little weird on the camera. I feel like, but it looks.
It looks like a residue
out.
on the camera. I saw it. I looked at it.
It looks like worn out in person.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks a little weird on the camera.
Smell of coal is an old smell to me. My dad used to use charcoal barbecue, and I've seen coal run machinery at the fair as a kid. Gotcha. Not cigarettes, but I love to smell black Cavendish burnt in a pipe. Also cloves. I think cloves smell good.
Oh, cloves smell great.
Like the cinnamon
because it
smell.
Smells like cloves.
It smells like cinnamon.
It smells like cloves.
I know, but I always say it smells like cinnamon.
But it doesn't. It smells like...
Whatever. What kind of pipe, Paula? The kind with a carburetor? Something tells me Paula is 420 friendly.
I mean, like, I'm not going to say yes, but I'm also not going to say no.
I don't know what gave you that thought.
Stats.
I mean, she likes peace signs and rainbows and hippie tree hugger stuff.
Gardening.
You didn't like gardening before last month.
Did I
last month you
mention
hated it.
I'm a vegetarian.
Right. It's all natural, man.
Shut up.
You shut up, man. That's why all of her female characters that she imitates when she's talking for people as she reads Facebook comments, they all sound like ditzy Valley girls.
What are you talking about?
It's your other personality.
My other personality?
Your shot girl personality.
My shot girl personality? What are you talking about?
Cameron F. She can neither confirm nor deny.
Because she forgot. Yeah, exactly. Cameron knows what I'm talking about.
Cameron knows, but Cameron tells us all the time about him partaking in 420 activities.
We're just joking.
I am not a drinker. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, neither am I. It's true.
Yeah, but like everybody's a drinker in the world.
I know.
So I take it back. I really like, there's a couple dessert wines from a local winery I love. And I like ciders. But even then, we get them maybe a case a year or twice a year.
Yeah, you guys, I just can't drink. I suck at drinking.
Yeah, that's what our dating was based around, was drinking a shit ton of alcohol all the time.
We worked at like a bar.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
It's like our life, so.
So shots were a regular thing. I don't know. I probably took more shots that year than I took in the rest of my partying days. Most of my partying days were going to colleges and drinking out of a $5 solo cup. You don't understand that because you're a girl, but guys have to pay $5 for those cups.
Yeah. That's
unless you at U of M. U of M's the only school I ever knew of that you didn't ever have to pay.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, nope. I never went to a party there and was charged for a cup.
Mike G says, all of a sudden it makes sense. Now I know why Paul is so relaxed and enjoy painting. I thought it was so far wafting through the background.
I mean, this is probably the only time she's relaxed.
No, I am not. I can be a chill person.
No, you are probably one of the more like uptight, like, I don't know, like.
Well, like that, I don't know.
You are, though.
That's what makes me like.
She comes out and she's like, why is there a dish on the counter? And she's freaking out and yelling at everybody because there's like a bowl on the counter. Oh, yes, you do.
You guys.
How many times do I have to tell you to put everything in the dishwasher? Why is there a bowl on my counter? That is you. And that's like within 2 seconds of her coming out of her office, freaking out. And it could have been something that like we put up there because the dishwasher was running. You know, like this happens. It's real.
No, it's not. So first of all,
I'm not saying we're perfect, but we are not slobs. If I go through my friends' Facebook posts and you can see the kitchen in the background, our kitchen is always 100% cleaner than theirs.
I like things really clean.
And by clean, she just means stuff not out. It's not necessarily clean. It's not like we wash that countertop within a couple days. But it's like she doesn't want the plates on the countertop.
No. I clean the countertop every single day.
Only when I'm sleeping.
Every single day. I clean the table every single day. Like, I clean these surfaces all the time, you guys.
Don't let her lie. Okay, it's true.
Time.
She cleans it.
He told me I didn't vacuum for a month. Like, I vacuum every single week, at least once.
No.
At least once.
Nope. So Paula, when I met Paula, she had a cat named Indica. That was 10 years ago.
It's fine. It's all good. Move on.
I'm just saying. It was true.
I mean, it is.
You lied to your parents why her name was
okay.
Indica.
So me being like a little like high strung and over the top is really useful at my job though. So,
but it is not useful for the home life.
It's just like when you're talking about kids, sometimes it's a little rough. I gotta bring it down.
Talking about kids. How about just living with kids?
It's fine. Yeah, but so now our 1.5-year-old is so particular.
Close it!
Like
Close it!
You open the cupboard and you're like getting stuff out, and he runs over and he's like, "Close it! Close it! Close it!"
Yeah, he yells. He gets it from her. He yells at everybody. Like, if the door is open, close it! Close it! Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Like, no, dude, I'm trying to bring groceries in. It needs to be open. And he's like, close it! Slams it on your face. Pow!
Oh.
He does that too. Pow! Up, up, up.
He only smokes when he's on fire. Oh, man.
Oh.
Okay, it's 10:45.
Yeah. So, yeah, we should probably go because I'm going to go eat some Doritos. You two are hilarious. I'm dying over here. Well, I'm glad you're having fun. That's what Roll Stats always says. He's like, yeah, you come for the mini painting and you stay for the banter. That's why I quoted him on Twitter tonight and the other places I shared it around. Because I was like, yeah, I'm just going to use that from now on.
Oh my gosh.
So anyways, we are close to 3,000 subs. So if you guys feel like sharing, the quicker we can get to 3,000 subs, that'd be pretty cool. I'm considering a giveaway. So you might be able to win something like, I don't know, Painted Mini or something.
Ooh, or you could win some points.
Yes, or points. But no.
I'm like, guys,
No
I'm really
points.
all in. I'm all in on the point system because
She's
like
the power
I want
gamer.
cool shit in game. Like I need cool stuff to like keep it entertaining. Like give me something wild.
I'll be
though.
entertaining if you give me something.
No, like give me something wild, like
Well, there's not anything wild. I mean, the magic item thing, but we're doing that for likes right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can trust people to
I
not buy you like
I
a
want
really
something
expensive item.
Cool. I want something super cool. Like my bard would love like I don't know. I'll come up with some suggestions for you guys.
For bards.
Yeah, for my character.
Or maybe
and,
you guys can.
If it works out, then it's great. But I like things that are random and require creativity. They're not necessarily direct.
I got
like,
another idea.
Like if you get like a rod of wonder. No, like if you get like
A deck of many things.
a sword +1, deck of many things, perfect. Deck of illusions, great. Like
A deck. There's a deck of random encounters or something too.
yeah, like let's do it. I don't know, something ridiculous that I'm all for it.
And I'm being fussed at now to return to the D&D game. It's bad, I reckon, when you're the DM. It can be. I don't know. We're both DM in this house. All right, so we're going to go. It's getting late. But thanks for joining us. Tomorrow night at 8:30, I will be interviewing No Nat 1. So would love it if you guys could make it. We're going to be talking about Pathfinder. I don't know how long we're going to go. I think we're planning for an hour, but who knows? If it's going well and he wants to stick around and I'm doing okay, then maybe we'll go a little bit over.
Just keep going. Just keep
going.
going.
We'll just have some fun and chat Pathfinder. So
Yes, chainmail picks.
you guys take care. Give the kids a hug. I'll get those Dude, our kids hug us 1,000 times a day. They're very affectionate children. So they'll get plenty of hugs.
Our 1.5-year-old. Huggy. Huggy.
Oh gosh.
Huggy.
If you don't, and then he screams at you.
And if you don't give him a hug, he's like demands it. Huggy.
Yeah. What was he doing today? He was like telling you to go or something.
Yeah. He was
Up, wake up! And you're laying in bed just talking. Wake up! Little 1.5-year-old. Wake up! And she's laughing because that's basically how he sounds.
24-hour.
Did you just say Rod of Wonder? Juice, that's your cue. I'm missing. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm sure it's something sexual. It's over my head. 24-hour interview stream. You want me to do that, Cameron? I could. Not tomorrow, but I could do it. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. Close it. I'm going to take that cue. This is Master Game. I'm Juice. This is Paula. Game on!